Gemini, let's get into it. Let's see what's coming for my gems. What is coming for my gems? Let's see. For the Geminis, I'm using the Black Tarot. Let's see what's coming in for Gemini. Spirit, show me what's coming in for Gemini for March 2023. What good things? Tell me something good about Gemini. All right. All right. This one. Okay, Geminis, y'all are coming into your expertise. Can't nobody hold you, Gemini. Can't nobody hold you. You have the Father of Baskets, which would be the King of Cups. You have the High Priestess. And you have the Father of Knives, which would be the King of Swords. So, yeah, coming into your expertise, coming into your spiritual giftings with this High Priestess. Things that have been hidden are going to be revealed for you, Gemini, in March. The King of Cups speaks about emotional maturity. So I feel like if there's been petty stuff going on, like I said, you're going to be coming into like full awareness. Things are going to become revealed. And so as they become revealed to you, I feel like the things that used to easily beset you, the things that used to like have you knocked down and like very emotional or just really just thrown off your game. Something's happening for you in March. Something's happening for you emotionally where you are able to come into this emotional maturity where the things that used to easily toss you to and fro, you're able to have this certain balance. And that comes from the High Priestess who's sitting right in the center of the spread. The High Priestess is someone who has that knowing. They are grounded because they have access to spirit. And so it's very hard for you to fool the High Priestess because they already know. It's hard for you to kind of to lie or to play the High Priestess because they already know. In fact, there are things that they're actually keeping from you. And so Spirit is saying that there's an open channel for Gemini in March. What this is going to help you with the Father of Knives is your communication and how you show up in the world. I also feel like this is going to be organization for some of y'all. Yeah, there's an emotional maturity, and there's also this mental clarity that's coming, where you can see things from an elevated perspective that where you may have been tempted to kind of get into the mud. I just really see Gemini being like, not for me. It's okay. I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let that go. And so what we got? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. 9 of coins on the bottom of the deck. You're letting things go because you're busy, Gemini. You're letting things go. You're coming into this expertise because you are too working on your bag. And you are also not just that, but there's an appreciation, like a self-worth, worthiness that is like exuding from you. And it is causing you to not look around for approval. This 9 of coins speaks about someone who is, even though in this particular deck, there's 2 people, but in the traditional tarot, the 9 of coins is a self-made person. It shows usually one person who's on their own, who has put in the work. They've been doing it day in and day out, and now they are able to eat the fruits. And so if we're using that narrative from the typical tarot, then we can say that in this depiction, this person, one of these folks has been doing the work. And now, like I said, kind of with Taurus, there's so much that there's more people who can eat from your fruits. It's not just for you. But what's important for Gemini is it starts with you. It starts with you. So this emotional maturity, this being able to just lavish love on yourself, to with the precision of the King of Swords, see yourself rightly and speak sweetly to yourself. The King of Cups is one of my favorite kings because they remind me of a guide of mine, a spiritual guide. And he's such a gentle spirit. And even when I want to be hard on myself, this guide always has a smiling countenance. His aura is just full of light. And he always reminds me, it's okay. You're all right. This is a part of the journey. Even if you tip over this time, I will catch you. You're going to be all right. And so that is a reminder for Gemini in the month of March. You're going to be all right. You've been practicing this emotional maturity. You've been practicing how to be your own best friend. It's going to show up mightily, and your expect for your dream life and your spiritual life to take up to be kicked up another notch. Let's see what else we have. You have Claw. Let me get the rest of them. You have Claw, which is talking about not taking a risk. You don't need to make risky decisions, Gemini, because you are connected and tapped in the spirit. So you can just ask the divine. You can just ask the divine for what it is that you need to know. And the thing you need to know will be revealed to you. You have to trust what you see, trust what you hear, trust what you feel. So I wouldn't worry about this too much. It's talking about not taking a risk, but you don't need to. Because again, your emotions are grounded. Your spiritual eye, your ori, is able to take in the message and trust it. And with that Father of Knives, you are seeing yourself rightly, you're thinking wisely, and you're moving methodically and with strategy. So yeah, trust yourself. And this seems like this might be hard for some Geminis. The Mountain card is here that's saying that this is a major challenge. But like I said, I feel like for y'all, you've been working on this. Yeah. So I too want Gemini. You also have speaking about disappointment. So let's talk about the disappointments, because I expected as much when I saw the High Priestess, because the High Priestess sees things, and sometimes what is revealed to you is very hard to digest. And so I want you, Gemini, to temper what you see. I want you to trust yourself and do your best not to gaslight yourself and talk yourself out of what you already know and what you're seeing. And also know that the goodness that is here is that you have reached a place where self-trust is that's where you start. You start from a place of trusting yourself. And for some reason, it feels like, Gemini, you haven't always been there. That's the good thing for you. For you, this is like personal and spiritual development from in March. And listen, because you have the Father of Baskets and the Father of Knives, you also have the Hand card. It says in need of help or assistance. So when you need help, please ask. Ask because you know you're worthy of being assisted. Allow people to have the honor of coming to your aid in March.